Jai Guruji. When we pray to Guruji and we ask and our prayers are not answered, we become disappointed. And when we keep asking and feel that what we feel in our minds is right for us, and it is still not answered, we begin to question the presence of Guruji in our lives. And that is when our faith begins to shake or diminish, and we begin to have this cloud of doubt hanging over us. And that is the reason why Guruji used to just say, deepen your connect, keep loving him, keep believing in him and in his plans, and accept what is, because this too shall pass. And also he has bigger and better plans for each one of us. No one is special, and yet everyone is special. In his eyes, we are all his children, and each one of us has been given our own individual destiny, our own role to play, our own purpose, and every one of us brings something to the table. He knows what will make us unleash our potential, and he is holding a hand for us to reach our destination. So it is important to just believe in his plans and to leave everything to him, and therefore there is no need to ask. And that is why he used to say in his words, Manno mango nahi, because मांगने से हम अपनी मांग छोटी कर लेते हैं, because our vision is truly myopic, whereas his is enormously infinite, and he knows what is good for us, not just in this lifetime, but in the lifetimes and incarnations of the ones we need to live. And he knows, he has written and rewritten our script, life script. So to enact it, we must live by his word and his will. So whatever he has taught us in terms of living our day-to-day lives, we must try and comply with that. To live simply, simple living, high thinking. So to live simply, to be spiritual, and not to be too material, and not to be too attached to the everyday objects and people. It is important to attach ourselves only to our own evolution, our spiritual growth, and to really sharpen our focus on that self-improvement of being a better person, of doing better things and serving others, and to live in this mode of service, seva. So in whatever shape or form we can. And also to not worry about, like as people, as societal beings, we worry needlessly about what others will think of us. I think it is important to think of what Guruji will think of us, and to live in accordance with his hukam and his plans. And it is important, like one day he said, tu walk kita kare kanta. And I never used to be able to in Delhi pollution. And since I've been doing that in Dubai, I see an enormous change in my not only physical being, but in my mental and emotional state also. So this is just a small example of when he says something to us to do, it means it is going to benefit us enormously, but we don't understand the importance of it until we start experiencing it. So loving Guruji is an experience, a feeling. It's a ehsas. So Guruji, as long as we know in our hearts and we feel it in our hearts that Guruji is with us, and whatever is happening in our lives is going according to his plan, his schedule, then we will have no doubts in our minds as to where we are heading, because he's already in the future. But it is important, however, to let go of our past resentments and bitterness, because otherwise that is what we are going to carry forth into the future, and perhaps also into our future lives. So to let go is what also God teaches us. Let go and let God. So that is the past. The present, live in the moment and live in love and complete fearlessness. And because what we think and do in the present has consequences in the future. So our actions today have an impact tomorrow. So what we eat also is what will have an impact on our bodies and on our minds tomorrow. So eat fresh food, walk an hour, also speak positive words, because our words have a very definite and very positive or a very definite impact. So if our words are negative, then we are attracting that negative and we are drawing negative situations into our lives. And if we speak positive, then that is again what we manifest and what we draw into our lives. So the power of words should not be underestimated. They truly have a very definite impact on our lives, and sometimes silence is the best communicator. So it's like Guruji said, ik chup sau sukh. So in a situation which is challenging, sometimes it occurs within our own siblings or our own families where, a dispute can arise. So it's important at that point to watch ourselves with heightened self-awareness and to know that silence is the best communicator. Silence is the best answer, because the more we say negative, the more we're building our negative karma. So these teachings of Guruji are very, very powerful and very impactful on our lives, and they bring about enormous changes. So the small changes that we make in our lives has a huge impact. So our body needs good food, as I said, so make it fresh, make it healthy, because this temple that Guruji has given us deserves to be taken care of. And if he has asked you to walk, which anyway generally he used to say walk kita karo, it is a preventative measure to many diseases. And prayer is very important. So when you're walking also, you can incorporate your meditation, as in you can do the mantra jap while you're walking. And also that is for the mind and the soul. And then your words. So and actions is of course your work, your karma. And even in that, it is important to watch ourselves that we don't deceive anyone, betray anyone, cheat anyone in our actions, in our work. So work with dignity, with grace, and with the faith that we will be rewarded for our work from Guruji. So nothing is in vain, nothing goes wasted. Our efforts are never wasted. So do your best and let him do the rest. Just keep doing your karma. Be a good human being. Don't feel that the world is bad, so we need to be bad accordingly. No, I think it's important to please him, not the world. So please him only by being in his fold and by living by his hukam, which the hukam comes. He never needed to give us any discourses, because he used to say, "Main practical tonu dikha raha ki Rab hai." And in a practical sense, we are learning how to live. And just by being a decent human being and doing what we feel is right according to his teachings. So just stay in that positive space, be a good human being, and live the best life that you can. Life is a gift. Be in a state of gratitude, and the gratitude also, don't just say thank you, feel the gratitude. Feel it from the heart, because Guruji knows what our intent is behind our every word. So if the intent is you're saying thank you, but you're feeling inside, but I don't have this and I don't have that, God knows, Guruji knows. So it's important to be honest. It's important to be genuine and sincere in our gratitude also. It should not just be a word on the lips. It should be a feeling in the heart. And I think that only comes through truly appreciating what we really have, what we actually have been bestowed with. And there is so much. So never compare yourselves with people higher than yourselves or who have more abundance than you. Always compare yourselves with people less than. Then you begin to appreciate that we have a roof over our heads, we have a great life, and the great food to eat. So everyday lives, everyday activities makes us appreciate that we have abundance and we are in abundance. So stay blessed and stay in his fold and keep the faith, keep the love, because there are two emotions that human beings operate from: fear or love. So the more love we give to Guruji and the more we gain from him and from his Sangat, the more our fear will dissolve. And because there is nothing to fear. There is absolute nothing to fear because he's holding our hand. He's the one who is living within us, and he's living by us and holding our hand to take us to wherever we all need to go. Jai Guruji. Thank you so much.